Episode 4 immediately opens by replacing the Lolly character as she's fighting a bunch of bare naked ass gorillas, and she's getting her booger flicking butt handed to her. She's running out of healing items, and she's watching her pet get aped. Just as she herself is about to get aped, guess who comes to the rescue? The creator of the series, the main character, who's totally not a self-insert in any way. Recovering quicker than Patton Oswalt after the death of his first wife, he already is adopting the new little sister. But because he is totally not a self-insert, he is totally not going to do anything indecent to her, as you might expect from characters in many other Chinese cartoons, or from some of the ugly weirdo characters in this cartoon. I really need to ask, who in the hell would let their 12-year-old daughter play this game? They advertised this, right? They let people know that to play this game, you got to use this nerve gear thing, which completely shuts your whole motor skills off. And your brain is just in this game. And the sensations and things that you feel real. And, I don't know. I don't care if they came out and said, oh, you can get out anytime, whatever. I don't care what they said. If I had a 12-year-old daughter, she would not be hooking her brain up to some thing that puts her consciousness in some other cyberspace thing. I like to think this girl was just a really whiny, unbearable, awful brat at home. And the parents, rather than do what I do when a woman gets out of hand that lives with me, give her a nice smacking. And rather than do what I do when a woman who lives with me gets insufferable and buy her a copy of The Sims 4, her parents instead opted to put technology on her that uses microwaves to negate signals from her central nervous system. I like this idea, and I think the next time my wife starts mouthing off, I'm gonna get a nerve gear and be like, babe, you need to play some Sword Art Online and chill out. Then we see the creator of the series, and ironically enough, not Kirito, write a scene in where we see a 12-year-old girl in her underwear alone in her bedroom for a really long time. A really long time we see this. When he comes into the room to show her his totally cool toy collection, he gets startled at the sound of the FBI at the door, bravely chases him away. I'm really starting to question who the creator of this series really is. There's another season of this. I haven't really watched it, but apparently it takes place in some kind of fantasy setting with elves and shit like that instead of whatever you call this. I guess this is also fantasy. There's a little fairy girl that's always naked and she calls Kirito daddy, papa. What the fuck? I'm sure there's a perfectly logical explanation for that. There's this next scene where a tentacle monster grabs this lolly and almost blesses us with the elusive panty shot, but I don't know or care what it is, as I hope I never have to continue watching this stupid series past what I dragged on through when it first came out. Oh look, another tentacle monster. Kirito saves her again. Wow. Then they finally make it to some stupid flower, which, much to my surprise, she does not drop. And this flower is supposed to revive her pet dragon who got aped earlier, whose name, I think they keep calling the dragon Faggot. I think that's his name. I think that's his real name. That's not me, trying to be funny. I think that's what they really called this dragon. I don't know. My Japanese is a little bit rusty, but that's what I can get. I think the subs were saying faggot. I think it was Faggot was his name. Faggot. I don't know. Could be mistranslation on my part. So the FBI shows up again, and they're of course portrayed as the predators in this situation. Predators who love nothing more than killing characters in the game. And you know what the only thing is that they love more than killing player characters? Killing children player characters. They like to kill children. They like to kill children. Cue up that serious synth and strings. The scared little girl crying out Kirito's name, which strikes fear into the hearts of the federal investigators. Oh no, Kirito! Oh, he's like the best bird. He's the best guy in the world. We can't beat him. He's Kirito. But don't worry, the leading lady quickly reassures them that hey, he's just a person just like us. He's just a player. We can take him. Whatever, bruh. We can get him. So they all try to jump in and lynch Kirito, and they're just fucking wailing on him, and nothing's happening. And he's like, looks like my health regen rate, my passive health regen rate is just too high for you low-level plebs. I'm just really good at video games, guys. They can't believe how strong he is. Whoa! This level of strength, it just can't be done. Then he gets all vicious from Cowboy Bebop and puts his fucking blade up to the lady's throat, and it's just like, I'm a solo player. I don't give a fuck about my little Sims icon over my head turning orange for a couple days because I killed a player. Why don't you suck my nut, bitch? So then he sits on the bed with, again, more bedtime with his new lolly friend. And he starts telling her, literally, I'm not making this up. He starts telling her about how he wants to meet her in the real world one day. Between episode 3 and 4 at this point, I think I've seen more lolly quality time than any fighting, action, or plot, or any of that shit. It just, like, it's been, a quarter, maybe more than that, between a quarter and a half of the time this has been running. It's just been him in a bed with a lolly, talking to a lolly, saving a lolly getting killed, some fucking little girl in her panties or something. Who was this made for? Did you, bro? But you know what? Maybe episode 5 will show me what for. After all, this is one of those shows that people always tell me when I tell them I don't like it. Well, how far did you watch into it? I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes. Oh, dude, bro, you gotta watch till like episode 5, man. You gotta. That's when it gets good. That's when they get all the bullshit out of the way. And episode 5 is when it gets good. It gets good on episode 5. Guess what, man? If you got 5 episodes you want me to watch, you better make episode 1 fucking really good. Because if episode 1's not good, what's the reason? Why would I trudge through 4 whole fucking episodes of some fucking... Why would I trudge through 4 whole episodes of trash? Why would I walk through 4 miles of trash to get to something that I could just get somewhere else without having to do that? There's plenty of anime and TV shows and everything out there that episode 1 is really good and is good all the fucking way through. Maybe they have a filler episode here and there. Cowboy Bebop kind of did that a little bit. But you know what? Episode 1 of Cowboy Bebop was like, whoa! And it makes you want to watch episode 2. It's a page turner, okay? You cannot fucking make this shit. This is not going to last. You can't make stuff and make episode 1 through 4 horrible and just nothing, and then expect that to do well. Unless you market your shit to anime people or people who watch stuff like Walking Dead.